Greetings to the Spiritual Formation Internship here at Regent University's School of Divinity. This is your instructor, Dr. Larry Asplund, thinking about you as we come to the end of week 9. I know the school calendar, the academic schedule is not as relevant probably to you in your internship. And week 9 was a fall break, which, for you didn't really mean anything, but it kind of is a dividing line, and I wanted to come to you tonight at the end of that week 9 and the very beginning of the next week to welcome you to week 10, just once again to encourage you, hopefully, to review a couple of things that are quite possibly already very clear in your mind, but just to say hi and to let you know that I've been thinking about you and appreciate so much all the good work that all of you are doing. So remember the midpoint assignment. Some of you were a little bit concerned that you were turning one in that you thought was late. It probably would be better to not even have anything like a deadline, a due date for this assignment in the syllabus, because everybody's internship experience is different. So, there are some internships that are a month, so 200 hours of internship experience or activities takes place in the context of a month. Others start late. Some start early, and so your schedule is unique to your internship, and that's why it's really best to think in terms of 100 hours. So the midpoint is after 100 hours, and there isn't really a firm, fixed due date in reality. So I wouldn't want you to be concerned about that. I know that you will catch up. That's once again an exercise that you and your field supervisor will sit down together and go over that, fill out the form, both of you will sign it, and then you will post a copy of it to Blackboard, so I can be sure to give you full credit for that. The Spiritual Formation Portfolio Update, again, has a little bit harder due date, but still somewhat flexible, given the fact that I'm aware of some of you having very intensive internship experiences, and so I realize that can, you can really get very focused for a certain amount of time on your internship and lose track of, due dates. So please know that I'm going to accept your portfolio update from you late, as well as your resume update. So they do have due dates on them, but again, they've all come and gone. I'm here to accept your work, understanding very well how busy you are. So don't worry about that either. Be sure to send that in to me. The final evaluation then is after 200 hours. I've already had some final evaluations submitted because the internship is over with. So whenever that might be, of course, the last day of the semester is the 15th of December. You can't turn one in later than that. But it just simply marks the end of your internship. Some people really get connected in an internship and complete what is required for us in the class, but decide along with a field supervisor to just carry on and keep going as a service in that context. And of course, that's fine as well. How great that would be. So, it's a one semester experience, but it's great if there's long-term connections that come as a result. And of course, your time log, you're keeping that as you go, so you have a running record of the time that you're spending. You remember, we're looking for 200 hours of internship activities, and we anticipate that all the work you're doing for me is going to take another 100 hours, especially that journal, So keep that time log. You will end up turning it in along with your final evaluation as the end of your internship. And the journal is so very, very important for you to be able to reflect on your experience. Is extremely important from our perspective. We want you to be able to, of course, be faithful and do well. But what lessons are you learning along the way? How has it contributed to your own formation, your own growth? And so once again, you are writing a journal entry for every 20 hours. You can keep that going kind of in a running fashion, like a Word document, or you can use the journal tool in Blackboard that's available to you, and just after 20 hours go ahead and write and an entry and submit the entry. There will be 10, of course, entries altogether at the end. And so please understand that because quite a few of you have been using the tool, but I don't know how far that has gone, how far you are in the process. So I'm going to wait. The very last thing I will do for you is to read and to grade your journal at the end. And that's the favorite part for me, quite frankly, because it's so beautiful to see not only the good work that you did, but the lessons that you learned along the way. So your internship experience, of course, is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to grow personally, but it's also an opportunity to grow as a leader and to learn some wisdom. You know, we make mistakes along the way. I've never minded making mistakes so long as I grew from it, so long as I learned from it. You know, making the same mistake over and over and over again is really not what we want to do. And so that's where that journal comes in handy, etc., as well as your evaluations. What a great opportunity for you. So I want you to know, once again, that I'm here for you, ready to serve you, or ready to help in whatever way I can. And please know that I'm praying for you as well. I just believe that you're making a significant contribution to a context, but it's also growing you, it's blossoming you in some, you know, even if it's an uncomfortable experience, you're learning from it and you're growing as a result. So God bless you, everybody. I just pray that you have a wonderful week 10.